Hello everyone! Today I'm going to show you how to crochet a bra cup with linked double crochet. I like the cup to be a little bit curvy, that's why I'm using a little bit smaller hook size than recommended. So this is crocheted with cotton iron yarn that recommends a 5mm hook size, and I'm using a 3.5mm crochet hook. If you want your cup to be flat, you should use a bigger hook size, but keep in mind that the dimensions of the cup will then be slightly bigger. So let's start. For this size, I'm going to crochet 14 plus 2 chains. This is a cup B that I'm going to do now. So let's do 14 chains. And 2 more, 16 in total. I will do my first double crochet in the third chain from the hook. This is a normal double crochet, and the rest of the double crochets will be linked double crochets. So I will continue doing linked double crochets until I reach the end of the chain. And in the last chain I will do 2 linked double crochets, chain 1, and 2 more linked double crochets. I will then continue with linked double crochets across the other side. So let's do our first linked double crochet. So instead of yarning over, I will insert my hook in the middle loop of my previous double crochet. And it's this one. Let me grab a needle so I can show you better. So this is my double crochet, and this is the middle loop here, okay? So I will insert my hook in the middle loop, yarn over, pull through, and I will continue as normal, as when I'm doing a normal double crochet. I will insert my hook in next stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2. So this is my first linked double crochet, and this is the middle loop. It stands out because it's the loop that is horizontal. Okay, so this is the loop from the first stitch and this from the second stitch. It is parallel to my foundation chain, okay? So let's do it again. Insert the hook in the middle loop, yarn over, pull through, insert hook in next chain, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2. Nice. So let's do some more so you can see how it looks. With the linked double crochet, the result of my work is very tight. There are no holes in between the stitches, so the cup is not see-through. That's why I like to use linked double crochets. So let's see, this is how it should look. You see, it's very tight. Let's do one more. So here it is, and you can now clearly see that these middle loops forms a line that is parallel to my foundation chain. Here are the middle loops, okay? So just continue like this until you reach the last chain. So I have now reached the last chain. I will do 2 linked double crochets in the last chain. 1, 2, I will chain 1. I will place a stitch marker inside of the loop of the chain 1. It's the loop that will be created. Okay, so I will just grab the whole thing here. I will now do 2 more linked double crochets in the same chain. So 1, and 2. I have now done the top of the cap here, and I will continue doing linked double crochets across the bottom of my work. Okay, so let's continue. Here and one more in the next stitch. Okay, so we are working in a U shape, and this will be our first row. So let's fast forward. I will do my last stitch. And don't forget to count your stitches. Always. I will now turn my work, chain 2. These 2 stitches doesn't count as a stitch. That means that I will do my first stitch on the very first stitch of the row. So here, okay? The first stitch is a double crochet, and then I will continue with linked double crochets. Okay, exactly as I did in the first row. And let's meet again on the top. Here where I have placed my stitch marker. So here I'm going to do my last linked double crochet. Let me grab the needle so I can show you. This is the stitch before the stitch marker, and this is the stitch after the stitch marker. Let's do the last stitch, and now I'm going to work inside of the chain 1 loop. I will do 2 linked double crochets, chain 1 and 2 linked double crochets in this chain 1 loop where I place the stitch marker. And I want to show you that this chain 1 loop is a little bit tight, and it's hard to distinguish, but it's tight because we are working with linked double crochets. So that's why I recommend always to use a stitch marker. So let's do 1 linked double crochet, 2, chain 1, and I'm going to place my stitch marker around the whole chain. And let's do 2 more linked double crochets in the same chain 1 loop. So here I have my 4 stitches. Okay. I will continue and I will draw these 4 stitches backwards because the next stitch tends to hide. Okay, so find the next stitch and continue doing linked double crochets until the end of the row. Your cup will grow row by row. Just follow the pattern and count your stitches. Okay, and your last stitch will go here. When you have finished the row and you have done your last stitch, you will turn, chain 2 and do exactly the same, working in U shape. So that's it. If you do have any questions or if you need any clarification, please feel free to leave a comment here below. You can even send me a direct message on Instagram and I will be very happy to help you out. Thank you so much for watching.